Good morning, good evening, or good night, whatever time of day you're watching this, and wherever in the world you are, hope you are well. And apologies for the video being so much later than normal, but I've spent 11 hours in A&E, so sympathy is required, guys. Anyway, in today's video, we will be covering yet another left back who has been linked to Forest, as well as a rekindling of a Premier League midfielder as well, highly rated, who has been linked again to Forest, and another striker, again, who has previously been linked to the summer, but the rumours are strengthening around him. Guys, please give me a like. I'm doing this one arm for you guys at the moment, and if you're new here, please do subscribe as well. Don't forget as well, you can become a member on the channel for only 99p, which really does help to support us. And of course, for this video, you can leave yourself a super thanks if you wanted to. With all that said, let's get into it and talk about this guy, the newest link at left back for Nottingham Forest. Estupinan is the newest left back that has been linked to Forest, and this guy really does excite me because I know quite a lot about him. He's 24 years old. He is a brute of a left back and really pacey as well. So very good for the style of football that we do play. However, there are loads and loads of clubs obviously interested in him, from the likes of Spurs, Arsenal, and a few other Premier League teams, as well as across Spain and some clubs in France as well. Now, with Moreno deal collapsing based on personal terms, Forest is still eager as ever to get themselves another left back. In my opinion, he is better than Tuffolo and probably better than Omar Richards as well. And for me, would come straight into the first team. He does come with a price tag though of about £15 million. So that will be about 17 million euros in essence. Now, is he interested enough to join Forest? I'm not sure yet, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, as I always am. I don't think we've got the stature to offer him the football yet that he's looking for. He's looking to make that next step up in his career, which obviously would be Premier League. But in my opinion, I think he would like to see European football on top of that. So maybe this time next year, it would have been right for us. However, what it does tell us is there is clearly an unhappiness with either the cover we have at left back with the Omar Richards injury, or, and I'm starting to think there is something in this, there's a bit of, should we say, friction with the way Tuffolo is performing, or how Tuffolo was signed with the renegotiation of the fee that some would argue, say, held us at ransom to because he was part of the O'Brien deal. So for me, that is why there's been such a big push on getting another left back in. And it's clear to see that as soon as the Moreno deal collapsed, Forest are being linked straight in with another left back. But what I will say, if we can get this guy over the line, I am all for it because I love this footballer. He's exactly what we need in our system, and he has no fear and he will fit in perfectly. If you know about him or you have thoughts on him, as always, let me know down in the comments below. Let's move on to our next link. Benrahma has again been chucked about as the name that Forest are chasing, and we do know for sure that David Moyes is prepared to let him go. I have my concerns about him because he's known to be a bit of a wild man, a maverick, so to speak, within the team, and not very consistent in his performance. However, he did score 11 goals last season, and I think we brought this to you a few days ago about the link, but it's resurfacing and looking a bit stronger. In terms of fees, I still honestly don't know how much I will be talking for him, but with West Ham willing to get rid of him now that they've brought in Maxwell Cornet, for me, it's a clear indicator that he is up for sale, and the comments that David Moyes has made as well. So this one, keep an eye on it. I'll keep it brief on him, but there is a chance that there's a link. No more than that at the moment. No bids or anything like that has been put in. But let's move on to the next midfielder, a defensive-minded midfielder who's been linked to Forest. Cheikhou Kouyate is now a free agent after he quit from Crystal Palace, a 32-year-old Senegal international who is the definition of a CDM when it comes to where he plays on the pitch. He has bags of experience in the Premier League, and would he work at Forest? Yes, I mean, he's going to bring us that experience. But to have a defensive-minded player come in like that, means that you really need to switch out, and instead of having two in a pivot, you're going to have one sitting, i.e. Cheikhou Kouyate, and then two more attacking or box-to-box minded midfielders in front of him. Would this mean a slight change in formation from our 3-5-2? Who knows? But he is in advanced talks. Is he worth getting? Of course he is. He's a free agent. It's not going to cost much, and he's Prem proven. Bit old at 32, but still can do a job commanding that midfield. Won't give us anything going forward, but will it invite more pressure on Forest's midfield like we did see against Newcastle? And will it cause us to sit back a bit more? Or will it have the opposite effect that allows us a bit more freedom with someone like him anchoring the midfield and allowing the more flair players, e.g. Morgan Gibbs-White, to get forward and up the pitch? It's an interesting debate. I think it's a headache worth having for Cooper as an option, especially as no risk with being a free agent. But let me know your thoughts as always down below. Emerson, the Chelsea left back, yes, you heard me right, left back, another one, has been linked to Nottingham Forest. The Italian international, who of course was involved in the 2020 Euros squad, is looking for a move away from Chelsea as he has fallen further down the pecking order. Chelsea are set to have a bit of a summer clear out with the likes of Timo Werner already having made the exit, as well as Lukaku and a couple of others, as they look to clear some space up on the books. This one could be a loan deal or it could be a perm deal. It's still yet up for debate, but he is 28 years old, he has spent time away on loan before and is looking for regular football and could be what Steve Cooper is looking for. I rate him highly as a player. I do prefer this guy though. I think he's got a lot more potential in him, and as well he is a lot younger. But if this was to be a loan deal, you could see that actually working out quite well, as it would allow the likes of Omar Richards to recover back to full fitness and Forest still having the extra cover with Tuffalo at that left back position. So to me, a loan deal would make more sense here, but let me know your thoughts down below. And finally, a striker being linked again with Forest in Gonzalo Ramos. However, this time he's being linked with Wolves and PSG, so the competition is rife on him. But Forest still firmly have their eyes set on bolstering their attacking options with Ramos. This one, I'm not convinced it's going to happen, if I'm honest with you guys, especially with PSG now coming into the fold. Wolves did make a move for him on loan, which got rejected, as Benfica are looking, if to get rid of him on a sale, not a loan. But we have a striker link, guys, and we definitely do need another one in our artillery. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's news. Apologies, but the old arm is absolutely killing me right now, so I need to go and rest it. If you don't mind, seeing that I've done a one-armed effort today, give the video a quick like. It's much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget you can become a member for 99p as well. I'll catch you on the next video, and come on you Reds.